Hello, fellow traders. Marv Eisen here from Timeless Dollar Trading Academy. And today I Googled the U.S. economy. You can see it here on my screen, U.S. economy. And I just got these stories and I want to read them to you. And then I'm going to go on and I'm going to make a comparison with what the news says and what the S&P index did on today, May 6th. And so, top stories from Fortune: Trump tariffs have done significant damage to the U.S. economy. YouTube AI: U.S. borrowing exceeds GDP. MS Now: Americans are unhappy with Trump's economy of choice. Going down further, and again, this is Google U.S. economy. The state of the U.S. economy is showing signs of weakening. The economy is expanding again after a dip in Q1 2025, but Q4 2025 growth was lower than anticipated. As of May 2026, economists are warning that a U.S. recession is a significant risk. If you're like me, you get the sense that the economy is not doing great. Then we go to the S&P. I'm showing you Tuesday, May 5th. You can look at the calendar date at the bottom of my screen, May 5th. And you see there was a significant gap up from May 4th. And May 6th, on Wednesday, significant gap up from May 5th. And so there's a disconnect between what the S&P is doing and what the economic indicators say that the economy, it looks like. The economy doesn't have a great feeling, all right? But the S&P is going gangbusters, not only going up, but going up with big gaps up. I have a theory on this. The news is centered on the price of oil and the Strait of Hormuz opening and closing. And virtually every hour, there are news announcements from the U.S. White House, news announcements from the news, and the Iranian responses saying that the Strait of Hormuz is closed, Strait of Hormuz is open. It's closed, it's open. Closed, it's open. And in my opinion, the S&P is reacting to the news being positive, then negative, negative, then positive. No correlation to the actual economic statistics overall. As traders, we only want to trade successfully and make a profit. There are a couple of indications here, and I'm going to draw on some of the information that I teach in my course, Timeless Dollar Trading Academy. And one of them is the fact, number one, that the trading zone is well below the price action. And so we have to take that with a grain of salt. The price action is also well above the previous day's close. Remember, gaps close all the time. But there are two things here on this chart that I want to call your attention to. One is this two-candle formation right here, a long red candle followed by an equally long green candle in the opposite direction. That's number one. Number two is this long doji, very small, very short, real body, very long shadow. These are two candlestick setups that I speak about in my course that give a hint of where prices are likely to go. And so let me touch on that in a moment. I'm going to first talk about the trading zone being well below where prices are trading. Now, prices are trading based on the hour-to-hour announcements of the oil situation, Strait of Hormuz. And as traders, all we care about is to make money. Now, we've already seen that according to the news, the market shouldn't be up. The market should go down. But we have to go with where prices are going and what prices are telling us. Prices are going up. They're going up. And it doesn't matter at all what we think based on what our opinions are from the information that we've seen. Information is negative, the market's going up. But as I said, the market is going up based on the difference between yesterday or an hour ago, the Hormuz Strait was closed, now it's open. So, wow, the prices are going up. So the prices are going up, and that's all we have to follow. We just want to make money as traders. And so we can take our Taylor trading zone and wait for about an hour after the market opens and clone it to the intraday high or low. And where the intraday high or low is taken out, that's the direction that the prices, that the market prices are likely to continue in the rest of the day. And so the market right about over here, this was the This was the 10:30 time slot. 10:30, market's been open an hour. And if we transpose our trading zone to the intraday low, which was put in right at the open, right over here, the open was at 73.31 and the low was at 73.26. So I'm going to clone the trading zone at 10:30. I'm going to clone this to the intraday low right over here. And at 10:30, right about there, we take our trade and we notice that the intraday high, which was put in at 10:30, actually it's been going higher and breaking the highs, that has been taken out continuously. And so it's a pretty good indication that prices are going to continue to the upside. So we can take a trade around 10:30, quarter to 11, around here 73.50. And according to the clone trading zone, prices should trade up to about 73.70. So a trade from 73.50 to 73.70, 20 points, $1,000. Forget about the rest of it. I'm telling you to forget about the rest of it. Hindsight is 20/20. You're looking at the chart in hindsight. We only know right over here that prices have taken out they have started out at the intraday low, and we've cloned our trading zone. And the high has been taken out, the 10:30 high, and the market is going to continue up to where? Where do we get off? We get off right here at the trading zone resistance. It's at 73.70, the cloned resistance. We made 20 points. Is that a good enough reason to learn how to trade based on the tools that I can teach you? I think so. 20 points. No trader is going to be disappointed at a 20-point trade. That's $1,000 on one contract on the S&P E-mini. Okay, so I want to now go back to these two candlestick setups that I spoke about earlier. I'm going to expand my chart, and here. And I've spoken about this in prior videos. I've spoken about this in my course. When you see two candles in the opposite direction of the same length, prices are almost always going to go in the direction of the second candle, okay? Second candle is green, price is going up, prices continue to go up. Do we know it's going to? Very, very good indication it's going to based on historical patterns, all right? This was a stop run. This was a classic stop run. Again, there was a hammer, didn't come at the bottom of a decline, which is where we would expect to see a hammer, but yet this hammer is so pronounced. Look at the shadow. Look at the length of the shadow. The real body is 73.44, 73.45. The real body is so small, and yet look at the shadow. The shadow goes from 73.36 to 73.44, an 8-point shadow. Okay? Huge shadow in relation to the body. And so another indication that prices are going to go to the upside. And they did. And so these are indications that if you take a trade to the upside, you're going to be rewarded. Where do you get off? You get off where the transposed trading zone tells you to get off. So that's my video for today. This is how you trade successfully. And when you see these indications, you can take a trade regardless of what the U.S. economy tells us. U.S. economy is telling us that the news is very negative. Nevertheless, as traders, we want to make money based on where prices are actually going to be going, and we can determine that based on price action, candlestick setups, and the Taylor trading zone. If you want to find out more about how I teach trading and what I know about trading, check out my site at timelessdollar.com. Here you go, timelessdollar.com. And oh, by the way, right now, running up to the Memorial Day holiday, I'm offering a 20% discount off my already very inexpensive trading course, Trading Mastery for Financial Freedom. You can save 20%. Just click this link. It'll take you to the course page where you can make a purchase. Thanks for watching. Trade safely. Use lots of patience. And I'll see you in my next video. Marv Eisen for Timeless Dollar Trading Academy.